Okay, so now we're going to subtract fractions with unlike denominators and simplify. First, we're going to write the problem. So I have 6/7 minus 5/6. Okay, now I need to get those denominators the same. Okay, so I'm going to look at the highest number. I'm going to keep finding all the multiples. I'm going to see where they meet. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, and I'm going to stop right there. 42 is a common multiple of 7 and 6, so I'm going to use that as my common denominator. So it's going to be 42 minus 42s. All right, so now I'm going to look at the 7. 7 times 6 is 42, so I need to multiply 6 times 6, and I get 36 42s. All right, 6 times 7 is 42, so I'm going to multiply 7 times my numerator, and I get 35 42s. Okay, now I can go ahead and subtract these, solve these, simplify these, and I get 36 42s minus 35 42s. It sounds funny. And I have, so that equals the same thing as 36 minus 35 over 42, and I get 1/42. Okay, that is my answer simplified. I can't simplify that anymore, so I don't have to worry about simplifying it. All right, if you would like to see a more in-depth example, go ahead and do the extra example with me. If you're good to go ahead and practice the online video. Go ahead and just pause the video, resume it. Once you get to the on your own section, you may have to skip some. Time, but the on your own is at the end of this video. Okay, so those of you that want to go ahead and do the extra example. So I have 5/10 minus 7/15. I'm going to write my problem. So 5/10 minus 7/15. Right, now I need to look. I want to get those denominators the same, and I'm going to look for the biggest number between I get between 10 and 15. 15 is bigger, and I'm just going to start saying all the multiples of 15 until I get one that 10 has a common multiple. So luckily, I don't have to go very far because I got 15, and then 30, and then 45. So I know right off the bat, 30 is going to be a common multiple of both 10 and 15. So I'm going to use that as my common denominator. So I'm going to put it down here. 30s, something. All right. Notice the denominators are both the same. My subtraction doesn't change. So I'm going to look to see how I got that denominator 30. And so I multiplied 10 times 3 to give me 30. So I'm going to take the same number I'm multiplying my denominator by. I'm going to have to multiply it by my numerator. So 5 times 3, and I get 15. So that is my 5/10 is equivalent to 15/30s. They're the same. It's different numerator and denominator, but they're equal. Okay, so now I'm looking over my 7/15. 15 times 2 gets me 30. So I need to multiply 7 times 2, and that's going to get me 14. Okay, so now I have the common denominator. Now I can go ahead and solve it. So I have 15 minus 14 over 30, and that gets me 1/30. And once again, I don't have to simplify because 1/30 is already in simplest form. All right. Need extra help, a video, and practice, go ahead and click on the link. It's also on the webpage. Once you're ready, go ahead and do the on your own. I'm going to just pause it. Just when you're ready, don't pause the video, do the on your own, and when you're ready to go with the answers, hit resume. Okay, welcome back. All right, so 7/8 minus 2/3. So my common denominator is going to be 24. So equals 24. All right, 8 times 3 is 24, so 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 8 is 24, so 2 times 8 is 16. And that becomes 21 minus 16 over 24. And that equals 5/24. All right, and that is in simplest form. All right, number 2, 4/5 minus 9/15. My common denominator is going to be, what just happened? All right, so my common denominator is going to be 15. So 3 times 5 is 15, so 3 times 4 is 12. 9/15, I don't have to do anything because that 15 was my common denominator, so I get subtract, so that equals 12 minus 9/15, and that would be 3/15. So I can stop right there, but I solved the problem, but that's not in simplest form because 3 is a common factor of both 3 and 15. So my answer in simplest form would be 1/5. Okay. All right. Number 3, 2/3 minus 1/2. So 6 is my common denominator. I know that both 3 and 2 have 6 as a common multiple. All right, 3 times 2 is 6, so 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6, so 3 times 1 is 3. And then I'm left with 4 minus 3, 6, which equals 1/6. And that is my fraction in simplest form. All right, so the next part of the lesson, and you can stop here if you're ready. It's a lot today, I get that. But the next part is I have a couple of word problems for you. All right.